Hi everyone, it's Maria, and today I wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you about what our homeschool in the next few months is going to look like. The first thing I want to say is that what I'm going to tell you is what I've come up with, what works for us. But really what I want to encourage you to do is get excited about whatever excites you. What I mean by that is the things that excite my family might not excite yours. We love art and history a lot. We enjoy doing things with our hands and creating things and playing outside. That might not be the way you do things, and that's totally fine. I've been listening to the master classes over at the Read Aloud Revival membership group, and I've been really excited about the idea of picking 6 things that really is what you want to take away from your homeschool experience. What sorts of things do you want your kids to tell their friends when they're out at night talking about what their childhood was like? And then work towards those things. Also, ask them what they're enjoying and what they want more of and what they're finding challenging to kind of work that into your plans. It's going to be a lot easier than you coming up with the plans and then telling them how it's going to be instead of just getting them on board first. So I asked my boys what they would really appreciate more of, and the things they are loving, but what even more of are history, especially hands-on activity, crafts, and projects, math, which is so surprising to me, but I'm excited about it. So we'll be trying to do more math games. And they wanted more poetry and read alouds, which is fine by me. We've been doing poetry tea time occasionally, following the Brave Writer lifestyle, but I want to do it a lot more. And they really are encouraging me to keep doing that. So those are some main things. They also wanted more party school. We have done a couple of parties in the past where we did a medieval feast and they kind of planned that. We also did a Chinese New Year one. But coming up in April, we are going to be doing Dear Day, which is Beverly Cleary's birthday. It's Drop Everything and Read Day. So on this coming Tuesday, on the 12th, we will just be having snacks and reading for the day. That's the plan. And I'm really excited about making that a thing. Yeah. So Dear Day, and I know there are lots of public schools that do it as well. Look it up on Pinterest and you can have several different ideas, I'm sure. Another thing that we are planning on celebrating is Shakespeare's birthday. We did this last year and had such a good time. This year we're going to keep doing it. So we've been watching a couple more Shakespeare plays, and we're having a birthday party for him with some friends. So we'll have a Shakespeare cake. We are going to do a paper coffee filter cuff for them to do as a craft. They want to make homemade swords and goblets to use as props for stage fighting and poisoning so they can do dramatic death scenes. I also found a link online for Shakespeare Mad Libs, which sounds perfect, as well as doing Shakespeare charades. So I have told my friend, the kids that are coming over, I told her what plays my kids are familiar with, so they kind of know some of the same ones, and we'll be doing some of those kinds of recreations. They're so excited about it. We'll also probably serve a couple of food from Shakespearean times. I know that apples were a frequent theater snack, so we'll probably have some of those out. The other party school we're doing is a book club for Charlotte's Web. And for this one, I just looked online on Pinterest for several different ideas for Charlotte's Web parties. And there's so many different things. There's, pin the spider on the web. There's lots of decor ideas with black plastic bags and making spider webs. There's several different crafts. I'll probably print off some bookmarks as party favors. So I just think we'll do like farm food and things like that. I'm really excited about having that as a way for the kids to connect with the book and really cement it into their memory, because everybody remembers theme parties. Also, it's probably a little bit selfish because I love throwing parties, like love it. I had the best birthday parties growing up. My mom did. I mean, she went all out. We had Alice in Wonderland one year. We did a circus party one year, and she did everything pretty much homemade. So I had a big bar to meet. I know at our house we've done Mouse and the Motorcycle, we've done Harry Potter, we've done Star Wars, we've done a lot of different things, and I like to do that Again, this is not for me to say this is what you need to do, because there's plenty of things you can do to simplify that. Just make one snack and, you know, play a game or something. You do not have to go all out. But for me, I love parties. They make me come alive, and they make my kids come alive. So we're going for it. So those are some things that I'm pretty excited about doing. The other things that are on our radar is poetry. Like I told you, for poetry tea time, we want to do a lot more read alouds of poetry. I also have this Child's Introduction to Poetry guide. The MP3s are ripped, so we can kind of just listen to this and go through it and memorize more poetry. We've really had fun with that so far. I want to read them more from James Herriot's It's Treasury for Children, and these are just really great illustrated little stories from James Herriot's collection of stories about animals, and I thought this would be fun for just springtime. The other things that I'm really excited about, we have a nature club that meets regularly, and I just contacted our local state park and asked them if they could do a survival workshop in like an afternoon for our nature club. And so they're going to put together for me, I need to call them actually later today. They're putting together a survivor workshop for us at the state park. So they'll learn about foraging and shelter making and those kinds of things. Use those resources. If you don't know how to do it yourself, call somebody else to do it. I think, especially state parks, they're really excited about helping people out. And our nature club is so informal. We just meet twice a month, second and fourth Thursday, and go and do an activity or a nature walk together and just be outside together. I did not know a lot about nature growing up, so this is a learning experience for me as well. We also have wanted to work in more nature art journaling, and sometimes that just means getting out some things we found, putting them on a table, and having fun drawing together. The last thing I wanted to show you, this is the book I wanted to show you with the Shakespeare. I found this, and they have this for so many different activities. This is Shakespeare for Kids, 21 Activities, and it's released by Colleen Aageson. But I know this series they have for so many different things. So again, if you are not a Pinterest person or don't like coming up with ideas, pick up a book like this and pick out a few things that you like, or have your kids pick out a few things with you. The thing that I'm really excited about though is my husband and I recently decided that we would do more year-round, so I wouldn't have to worry about the transition in the fall, and also just we're in a groove with school. We're really enjoying it. So we can take a break when we need it, but I don't know. Year-round schooling did not seem overwhelming this year. It might change, but I'm really excited about it. And I asked the boys if they would like to do summer school on the American Revolution. We were going to hit it in June. We've been following the Story of the World curriculum, which I really love. We never have enough time to do all the activities, especially on things that they love. And so I've really slowed down with this, especially this year 3 cycle just like is way more intense than 1 and 2 were. And my boys are young enough that I don't feel like I need to hit everything right away. I'd rather kind of just take my time. So we are going to be hitting the American Revolution in June, and I thought they've been looking forward to this for probably a year and a half or 2. So what we are doing is just going to have all of our subjects going to be focusing around the American Revolution. So all of our read alouds will be from that. For math, we can do recipes. I also got this Colonial Days book for $1 at Half Price Books. So we can do some recipes from there. We can talk about taxes. We can talk about looking at graphs on who were the loyalists, who were separatists, who wanted to go where. I'm just really excited about incorporating that with math. For science, there's some spy activities, so we can do like invisible ink. We can talk about military or ammunition kinds of science things, explosions, strategy, warfare. I'm just really excited about incorporating several months on something that they're really going to enjoy. So that is kind of what our homeschool is going to be looking like in the next few months. I'm excited. If you guys have any ideas on any of the things I've talked about, whether it's American Revolution as a overall spine for a summer school, or if you have any ideas for the Charlotte's Web Party or Shakespeare, or I would just love to hear that in the comments. If there are things that you are doing that you're really excited about in your homeschool or your home life, put those in the comments too. I would love to see what other people are doing. I will talk to you all later. Have a great day. Bye.